everybody, my name is Victoria. Welcome back to my channel. There's a lot of dog noises happening. So I got home a minute ago and my dogs are like still kind of walking around because they're all excited that I came home. So if you hear some rattling and walking and sneezing and whatnot, it's because we have a lot of dog company right now. This is Dusty. I haven't shown Dusty in a while on my channel, but this is Dusty. He's our oldest dog. He's got some health problems and things, but he's extremely sweet. We think he's part Italian Greyhound, part Chihuahua, and most people look at him and say, oh, what is that? Because he's not quite a dog. They tell us he's a dog, but he doesn't quite look like most dogs. So this is my little old man, Dusty. He's very sweet. He's very sweet. We suspect he's like 20 years old, or maybe around there. Close to 20 is our estimate. He's still clipping around, clipping and clopping around. So, oh, and here's Evelyn. Apparently we're doing a dog show and tell instead of a TBR. This is Evelyn. She is also older. She's our little feisty one. She's got a lot of attitude. So we have our sweet old man here, and we have our feisty grandma over here. Huh, feisty grandma. Yes. Okay. And then Bailey, it will probably eventually make her appearance. Okay. Oh, here she comes. We're just getting all the introductions out of the way. You guys have seen Bailey fairly recently. She's usually appearing in my videos. Hi, baby. Hi, girl. Okay. Trying not to edit this video, so we're just keeping all of the dog chaos in this video. Okay, so April TBR. I am filming this really early. It is only about the middle of March. It's March 18th at the time I'm filming this. And so I realized that my TBR right now for April might be a little inaccurate, huh, baby? Because I don't entirely know what I'm going to finish in the rest of March, but I have sort of an idea. So I'm basing this TBR off of my idea of what I'm going to finish. And one thing I'm definitely not going to finish is Anathem. So this will definitely carry over into April. This is by Neil Stevenson. I'm currently co-hosting a read-along of this, although I'm already a terrible co-host because I'm gonna miss our first live show. Scheduling problems with my own life, and so yeah, bad co-host so far, but I hope to make it at least for the last live show where we talk about the whole book. I'm gonna miss the halfway point live show though. I really have to get my reading mojo for this one and try to read faster because I have a slight problem right now. I have no audiobook for this. I'm going to see if I can find one. But also, I think if I tried the audiobook, I'm not sure I would really understand what's going on. I barely understand what's going on physically reading it. It's called speculative fiction. And there's almost a different language that you have to learn. Neil Stevenson kind of makes up a lot of words, and you sort of just get dropped into the middle with very little hand holding. And so I'm really still feeling like, even though I'm like, I don't know, maybe like 75 pages in right now, I'm still not feeling like I have a groove. And I think part of that is because I'm putting it down, picking it up, putting it down, picking it up, reading other things. So this needs to become a little bit more frequently picked up by me. I'm hoping over spring break, I'm really going to dive into this more and spend some time with it. But yeah, it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge so far. I'm not going to lie. But this is about monks, kind of, but we're definitely in a sci-fi world. We're monks in a sci-fi world. There's a lot of things about the world that we're figuring out how they work. I like that there's music as a center of this, a lot of musical things with the monks singing their chant and things like that, and the chant having a purpose in their world as well. Yeah, I can't even really explain very much about this because I'm still trying to figure out what is going on. So yeah, Anathem is a high priority. These are not really in any order, so much lower priority, but still something that showed up on too many TBRs in a row is Linen Falls. I still haven't read this. This is a book that was sent to me by the author for a review, and I have not reviewed it yet. So this is a Christian fantasy. It's not super long, so I really just need to start chipping away at it. At this point in March, I haven't picked it up yet, so maybe I will towards the end of March. I'm hoping I can. Again, anything that I'm reading physically without any help from an audiobook is just going really slowly because I have extremely limited physical reading time. I tell you, 2-year-olds do not let you read. So I basically only read late at night when no one's bothering me, which is pretty much only when I'm gonna sleep. And even then, sometimes my toddler decides he's not gonna sleep. So it's been a challenge. Physical reading has been very, very hard. But I'm gonna go ahead and move right along. So moving right along, I have a book in a continuing series that I try to read every month. And so for April, I'm gonna continue with my trek through the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series, and I'm on the 3rd book currently. This is Life, the Universe, and Everything. And the 2nd book left off on a bit of a cliffhanger, and so I have been kind of wondering, like, oh, where do our characters go from there? So I'm excited to see. And I found that I have access through Everand to audiobook versions of this, and that is a really good way to consume these, especially with the audiobooks that I'm doing. I forget who the narrator is, but they just deliver it really well, and I think that's really important for humor. So I feel like I'm likely to do the audiobook for this one. But yeah, that shouldn't take me too long to crank through, and hopefully I continue to enjoy the series. I've heard they kind of dip down as you go. Okay. The next thing is a confession along with another book on my TBR now. In a moment of weakness, I joined Aardvark because I barely keep up with Book of the Month, but I decided to join Aardvark because I don't know what's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. But I actually really like the quality of the Aardvark books. They're actually higher quality than Book of the Month. Shh, I never said that. Book of the Month can sponsor me if they want to, but yeah. I actually think these are just constructed better. They're nicer. I don't know. They're made better. But this is a very buzzy book right now. And I've never read Stephen Graham Jones, but I have been wanting to. And it seems like an author I might vibe with. And I don't read a lot of horror, but I've been curious about horror books, particularly from this author too, because he's extremely buzzy. And yeah, this is his newest book, and I've been seeing, honestly, just rave reviews about it. Lots of 5 stars going around, so I'm really interested to try it. Yeah, so I think I might have an access to audio for this one as well, but I would love to read this one physically since I just have my nice new Aardvark hardback. Super nice. And then I also like that Aardvark gives you these really fun bookmarks. That's a really fun design. It's like shaped like an aardvark. If you can see it. The ears. Okay. Enough of that. That would be cool to get to in April. And then I could be part of the hype. Okay, speaking of book subscription boxes, I also I've been wonderful at reading my book of the month this year, like better than I ever have before. So I'm going to just keep that going. I've been able to read a book of the month every month, and so it's making me feel better about having a book subscription. Now, can I do that with Aardvark and Book of the Month? Not likely. We're gonna keep trying though. Yeah, because I just have a lot of fun with the subscription books and the book box, and I think I love the excitement of like what the books are gonna be every month, and I don't know, it's just super fun. So yeah, I guess I'm a book subscription junkie at the moment. Okay, anyways, the next book of the month is one that I've had for a little while, and I'm actually trying to figure out, I think I got this last year, so it's not one that I've had on my shelf for a really long time. Oh yeah, 2024. So I got this in a book box last year, and it's The Demon of Unrest by Eric Larson. Sorry, I have a cold, so I'm like struggling with my nose and throat and things, so I'm gonna try not to like cough or anything. But I haven't read nonfiction in a second, and so I'm making an effort in April to have some nonfiction options. And so this is one of my options. This is let's see, it says A Saga of Hubris, Heartbreak, and Heroism at the Dawn of the Civil War. And so this is following the Civil War, obviously, and trying to see what exactly the focus is of this. Abraham Lincoln for sure. And his election, I think it's like a lot about Abraham Lincoln's race for the presidency and kind of the state of America when Abraham Lincoln was elected or was running for election. So yeah, something I honestly, I'm not very good at American history, and I do wish I was better, that I knew more things. I feel like I should know more things, but for whatever reason, I must have never paid attention in American history class. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some historical nonfiction and having that as an option. It's a big one though. It's a big chunky book. Yeah, yikes. We will see. I bet that will take me a couple of months at least. Okay. And because of this TBR is not long enough, and I'm putting some more piles of possibilities on here, my dear friend Christy Lewis from the channel Christy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space kindly gifted me a book for my birthday. My birthday is in March. It's towards the end of March though. But she was like super early. She was like, okay, it's March. Here's your birthday present, which I thought was really sweet. Her birthday comes before mine, but she was giving me a present even before it was her birthday. So it's like, wait, I'm not till the end of March here. Yeah, so really kind of her. But she gifted me a book that I had seen her read, and I was interested. I was like, oh, okay, that's something I think I should pick up. And that's The Worry Cure by someone. I forgot who. And I don't have that in front of me right now, and I'm using my phone to film, so I can't tell you who it is, but I'll put a picture right here. And this is a nonfiction book also, and this is about anxiety and worries and management of anxiety. And so I know she spoke really highly about this book, and she got a lot out of this book, and I hope to as well. I feel like everyone struggles with anxiety to some degree, and some of us more than others. I have a very stressful work environment, especially in the last year or so, couple years, actually. For probably longer than that. I have a very stressful work environment that's become more stressful than it already was. And so I've really been struggling with my anxiety around my work. So this hopefully will be beneficial and give me some tools, some ideas, some food for thought. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying it since Christy had a very high endorsement of it. And I have the audio as well. She gifted me the ebook and the audio, which was so generous. Just very, very thoughtful. So thank you so much, Christy. And then finally, as if that wasn't enough big books, I am also, of course, still reading Words of Radiance, which everybody knows by now that I've been reading this from my archives for a really long time. And, well, rereading. I've been rereading them. And I'm about 40% or so at the moment of the time that I'm filming this. So hopefully by the time this video goes up, I'll be a little further along. I'm hoping maybe, I don't know, maybe I can get to 50% by the end of March. And then I'll be at the halfway point. That would be amazing. But right now I'm about 40%. So I am still working my way through my reread of Words of Radiance and having a grand old time. Really love picking this up. It's honestly been a comforting read in the midst of a lot of other things. Life and also hard books like Anathem. This is becoming a comfort read for me because it's a reread and just a world that I am very familiar with and just love being in. So yeah, this is like my comfort bedtime read, which is funny because it's not like your stereotypical comfort read, like epic fantasy like this, but it is for me right now. So doesn't make sense, but it is. All right, so those are all the books. Yikes, that's more than I was thinking was even in this pile. But yeah, I don't know. I've been having a really good reading year for me. Like, I'm definitely not getting through 6 books a month, so I'm not probably gonna finish all 6 of these or 7 of these, however many I just said. But I am enjoying having options, and I've actually been enjoying reading like several books at a time and in different formats too. So yeah, my TBR system and the way it's been structured has just been working really well for me this year. And yeah, I'm hoping that some of these will be favorites. I just feel like I have a lot of heavy books, not a lot of light and fluffy things. I guess this is pretty light. This is pretty light and fluffy and uplifting and funny. But I feel like a lot of this is very fantasy, sci-fi, horror heavy, and nonfiction. Could be heavy, the historical one at least. I don't think The Worried Cure will be a super heavy read or anything. But yeah, it's a little bit of a heavy April for whatever reason. Okay, I think that's everything. Thank you so much for watching and chatting with me about all of these books. I would love to know if you have any thoughts on these. Are there any that you are hoping to get to also? Like these new release ones like Buffalo Hunter? I'd be curious to know. I've just seen so many good things about it, so I'm excited to try it. That's my cue to stop talking. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Yeah, I have this cold that I can't kick, so I'm hoping to hopefully be over it by the time I go on spring break at the end of this week. Thank you again for watching, and keep reading great books, and until next time, bye-bye.